All right, now um, we're going to do an entry on a payment on a pledge for the campaign. We're going to do this one right here. Dallas Shealy. It's a payment onto her capital campaign pledge, and it's for $200. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into eTapestry, and we're going to go up to the upper right-hand corner and type in Dallas Shealy, and then we're going to click on the little magnifying glass so we can search for her name. And then comes up all the files associated or that the search is done. And we're going to click on Dallas and Bobby Shealy to bring their file up. Alright, now we're going to go over and click into their journal because that's where all the gifts are located as well as any contact that we've had with them. Then we're going to look down in here and we're going to go ahead and click on Add Pledge Payment. Now this only works if they already have a pledge in the system and if they only have one pledge. If there's multiple pledges in there, you may want to consider doing another route, and I'll tell you what that is in just a second. So we've got the basic information for the pledge payment, and that is the date for that pledge was 5/28, 2010, received amount $200. And this was on an already pre-scheduled payment plan. So the $200 already showed up because we know eTapestry knows that these installments are being made in $200 increments. It's already assigned as a fund of the capital campaign, and no special notes for this one. Now we're going to go over to the gift types. It was a check. And change the date on the check, 5/28/2010, and the check number for this one is 53079. Alright, no other special notes for that. Now this is slightly different from the annual fund. How we make the thank you notes is different than how it is in the annual fund. We're going to come down here to the bottom where it says Save and. When it's a normal annual fund, we usually just hit Save and Create Document. But because it's not, we have to do this Save and Edit. So we're going to click Save and Edit. And because we have saved and edited, now that entry is in eTapestry, it'll show up on reports and it will also show up as a journal entry. But we want to go ahead and make our thank you notes. Now what we need to do is go ahead over to this tab where it says Pledge Information. And here's the original pledge made on 4/15/08. We're going to click on that. And what that's going to do is it's going to take us to the pledge page of her original pledge that she made on 4/15/2008. Alright, now that we've got all this information up, all the correct information has been pulled to make our thank you note, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here and click on the Create Document. Now we're ready to generate the letter, the thank you letter. We're going to go over here to Word, click on Word, and create the file name, something that I can reference later when I look it up. Alright, and then the sample template. She's making a payment onto her pledge, a campaign pledge installment, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. What it does is brings up my template, and all the correct information is in here now. Thank you for your gift of $200 towards your pledge, and to date we've received this amount of money, and then it shows the schedule with all of the payments on there of everything that she has. So I'm going to go ahead over to the navigation and I'm going to click Next. And what that does, it gives me the option to add a journal contact for each account. I want to do that. So that way her journal says, hey, we sent her a thank you letter. The method, you can choose from email, letter, or phone. We want to go with letter. The receiving, we want to download documents. So we're going to hit Run. So it'll go ahead and generate the letter. We get this file download that pops up, and I want to go ahead and save it. Now I'm going to save it back to that folder that I made for today. I originally have a folder on my desktop called Acknowledgements, and inside that folder I have all the different days of when I create my thank you letters. I do that so that way when I get done making all my thank you letters for the day, it's easier to go back and print them out of Word to have them all clumped together like that. So today's date is 6/7/10. And here's all the documents that I've already made today. I'm going to add this one. So I'm going to hit save. And the download is complete. I want to go ahead and hit open so I can double check it to make sure that it is correct. All right. So you can see all these templates are already set up to leave room for our letterhead. And here we've got the return address. Make sure the gift was for $200 on her pledge. And this is how much we've received. And here's the pledge schedule. Make sure this shows up in your on your document here. All right, and then all the way down, this is quite a long one because it's a lengthy period of time for a pledge. And it also says the next scheduled amount and then the end of the letter. So this is all correct. I've already saved it, but I can go ahead and resave it. And then I close out, and we're all done entering pledge. And I've created a thank you letter that has the pledge schedule on it as well. And all I need to do is print that out, sign it, and mail it with the tax receipt. And then it's how we do that.